Ukrainian army gets a warship. The Ukrainian army increases its power. Hello, the Pioneer viewers. As you know, our agenda is the Russia-Ukraine war. The war continues intensely on the front line. Sometimes hours-long clashes and counterattack operations show an intense process in which the sides are trying to gain gains. The difficulties in war conditions sometimes cause the parties to make critical decisions. Critical decisions in times of war can change the fate of the states. For this reason, decision-making mechanisms in war processes should work systematically and regularly. An army must meet certain conditions in order to be able to show its presence in the air and the land and the sea. Today, naval forces are of a great importance for every coastal state. The seas are a state's gateway to the worlds and the waters behind its borders. For this reason, it is an important need for the naval forces to be strong and deterrent. Since the first days of Russia's invasion attempt against Ukraine, the war has continued in the air, on the land, and at the sea. The Ukrainian army has undergone fundamental changes, resulting in the Ukrainian army strengthened in all three areas. The resistance of the Ukrainian army against the Russian invasion was unexpected for both Russia and other countries. The unexpected performance and successful resistance of the Ukrainian army has increased the support for Ukraine. The Ukrainian army, which fought actively and efficiently, made radical breakthroughs in both the air and the naval forces. The aggressive behavior of the Russian army, especially in the Black Sea, was prevented by the Ukrainian army's counterattacks. The Russian Navy was forced to move further back from the Black Sea ports. The Ukrainian army achieved significant successes against the Russian army both in the air and at the sea. The news that emerged in recent days was pleasing for the Ukrainian Navy. According to the news, 2 warships will be sent to the Ukrainian Navy by the UK. Now, if you are ready, let's examine the latest developments and details together. As the Pioneer, we continue to report on Russia-Ukraine war. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so as not to miss our daily map reports and reports on the agenda. I also read all your comments on our videos. Please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments with us. Let's start if you are ready. The Pioneer reports. The news that emerged in the past days brought up pleasing developments on behalf of Ukraine. According to news, the Ukrainian Navy is preparing to buy 2 mine-hunting ships from the UK. The ships are expected to support the Ukrainian military's efforts to counter Russian aggression. Russia's Black Sea blockade has negatively affected the Ukrainian economy by blocking exports, including 20 million tons of critical grain supplies. The presence of the Russian mines in the Black Sea posed a constant threat to both commercial and civilian vessels. The Ukrainian military conducted strategic operations in Crimea and the Black Sea region in an attempt to limit the Russian presence there. Russian troops in the region found it difficult to resist Ukrainian attacks. For these reasons, the Russian Navy had to retreat to safer borders. British Defense Minister Grant Shapps made his statements on the subjects that other day. In the statements made by the minister, the ships to be produced by the Ukraine were specified. It was stated that the Ukraine will receive 2 Sundowns-class mine countermeasure ships. Britain has been supporting Ukraine since the first days of the war. Providing many weapons and equipment aid, the UK has been making its stance clear against the Russian occupation in Ukraine. The ships to be purchased by Ukraine have many operational capabilities. These ships can search, detect, and destroy sea mines. They can also mine entire area without prior detection. These mine hunters will provide Ukraine with a vital capability to help save lives at sea and help open up vital export routes that have been severely limited since Putin launched its illegal full-scale invasion, Ukraine Defense Security ships said on a press release. The ship aid is reaching Ukraine under an agreement. It is known that the UK has established a naval partnership called the Naval Capability Coalition to support Ukraine. This partnership includes an agreement with Norway, another European NATO member. According to a press release issued by the UK government, the UK will lead the coalition, which aims to provide Ukraine with training, equipment, and infrastructure to transform its navy and make it more interoperable with NATO. According to UK, British and Norwegian naval support for the Kiev will be long-term and help reopen vital export routes blockaded by Russia after it invaded Ukraine in the late February 2022. This capability increase marks the start of a new dedicated effort by the UK, Norway, and our allies to strengthen Ukraine's naval capabilities for the long term, defending its sovereign waters and enhancing its capabilities to improve security in the Black Sea, said the UK Defense Secretary Sheps. Ukrainian officials confirmed that Britain and Norway will send the ships along with 20 Viking amphibious vehicles and 23 raiding vehicles. The Ukrainian Defense Ministry made a statement on social media. After the announcement, they expressed their gratitude to our partners for their important contribution to the Black Sea security. The Ukrainian army is expected to strengthen in defense positions in the upcoming period. The Ukrainian army, which wants to protect its gains against the Russian army, wants to strengthen its capabilities. The Ukrainian government, which maintains its stock of ammunition and weapons in a good condition, wants to get a positive results of technological developments in the coming period. Military engineers of the Ukrainian army continue their researches and development activities. The Ukrainian army aims to advance and develop in weapon technology. In order for the Ukrainian army to achieve its goals, the plan must work. Conflicts with the Russian army and the war economy pose difficulties, but the Kiev officials say they are proceeding according to a solid plan. The Ukrainian army, which follows the developments in the weapon technology and prepares to field new weapons, is expected to make moves that will change the course of the war. It is known that the Ukrainian army is one of the leading countries in drone technology. The Kiev administration wants to improve itself by using this advantage. The expected big breakthrough in the air force of the Ukrainian army is slowly taking place. The days are approaching when pilots have completed their training will take part in the front line with fighter jets. Developments regarding the fighter jets sent to the Ukrainian army are expected to be announced soon. Although flights are limited in intense winter conditions, the fighter jets of the Ukrainian army will provide important gains on the front. What do you think about the warship sent to the Ukrainian army? Do you think the Ukrainian army uses its resources efficiently? How do you interpret the Ukrainian army's strategy during the war? Do you think the Russian army will be able to maintain its gains? What do you think about the Ukrainian army's continued strengthening? We care about your opinion. Please share it with us.